This is 10 days to my stranded here. I was stranded here 10 days ago when my transmission went out, and I had my truck towed out about 3 days after I was stranded. It's now in the shop with a new transmission being put in, so it's taking them some time. So I've been staying here for the last, since Monday of last week. Today is Wednesday. 2 more days, tomorrow and then Friday, according to the mechanic, the transmission is going for my truck is going to be completed. So I'll have to take Uber 100 miles to the location where the truck is being repaired in Las Vegas, pick it up, drive back here, and hook it up to my fifth wheel and begin to head back to my location in San Diego. So I'm still here trying to take every day, one day at a time. People come and go. This is a truck stop. Some days truck stops here and they park their truck for a few minutes for overnight and they leave. Everybody is leaving me here. So there was a sandstorm a few days ago that made my RV look so dusty and so rough. But then I had to, close all the windows to the side where the wind is coming to ensure that the dust does not get into the unit. Still fairly okay, but below is very dusty, especially this place. I had to open it to allow air to get into where the battery is charging, because the solar system is providing regular undisturbed electricity. 100%. I have electricity around the clock. So I close places like this. You can see the effect of the dust. There was a real big windstorm a few days ago. In fact, the windstorm was so strong I could feel the RV moving. The thing was moving left and right like it's going to be blown off the ground. There was a few times I actually got afraid that the wind is so strong it's probably going to flip my RV on the side. But as it is, it survived it. So I'm still here. Trucks comes here and go every day. These people just came in here just now. I guess they're going to be here for a little bit and they leave too. These are also travelers like myself, but they have a different type of RV. Their own doesn't need a truck because it have a built-in truck. Mine is a fifth wheel that need to have a truck to be able to drive it. So once the truck breaks down, we had to separate the RV from the truck and deliver the truck to a repair facility where it's going to be repaired. So here I feel at home. I've had a little slight damage to the side here, which I'm going to actually file a claim for my insurance company to repair as soon as I get out of this location and get to my regular location. But otherwise, I'm comfortable. Thank God I did a huge grocery shopping before I left San Diego to Las Vegas, and I had not depleted the grocery. I still have a lot of food, so I basically just cook and eat every day. Every day, barbecue meat, noodles and vegetables, rice, and vegetable soup. But I run out of salad. Salad is actually my most favorite meal. I love to eat salad and meat, especially chunky meat on salad. It's my favorite, but I'm out of salad now. And this is such a small town, I cannot find the same type of packaged salad that I'm used to buy around here. So I'm gonna have to do without salad for a while. But otherwise, I'm just trying to live every day This is my day number 10 that I've been here. I stranded here, but I have tomorrow, and then the day after tomorrow, the transmission would have been completed, all the job would have been done, and I'll be ready to leave here and go back to San Diego. It's been a great experience, and just taking one day at a time, So, life on the road with a broken transmission, stranded and waiting for transmission to be completed so I can rescue myself. I got people who care about me calling every day to check on me and see how I'm doing. Surprisingly, none of them are family members, and none of them are my children. Just regular people who cares. Knowing that I'm stranded on the road, they call me every day, every morning and night to check on me and see how I'm doing. Do I receive the same call from my family? Surprisingly, no. Did they know that I'm stranded here? Yes, of course they do. That is the irony of life. But you gotta live with it. That's just how life works for some of us. It is one of those realities that hit you as you get older, and you spend the whole of your entire life thinking you have a family. And then, when you need them the most, they can't even do the simplest of the needful. Just a simple phone call to say, how are you doing? Are you okay? It's just what it is. I used to hear the same thing from a lot of people when I was raising a family, but I never knew that the same thing would happen to me. The reality of some modern life for some of us, that's what happens. We all have to live with it. So, but for those of you who are raising a family now, thinking that when you get older, if you have an emergency, your family will come up and stand up for you and be there. Be sure to enjoy your life right now, because sometimes you don't really get what you put in. Sometimes it's a total waste of your time. Sometimes you come to understand, for those people who don't have families, who do not decide not to get married and have children, you think they are selfish. They are actually very smart. Because in the end, we are born, we live, and we die. If you spend the whole of your entire life raising a family and they don't care about you when you have an emergency that just requires a simple phone call to check on you, what is the point? What are you getting for all the time and effort you put raising a family? So next time you see somebody who told you, I've never been married, I don't have any children, before you judge them, think twice. They probably are very smart. They did the right thing. They put their effort on themselves and will have nothing to regret. They put their own effort on their own life. Because after all, there isn't any other gain you're going to get in life. You live and you die. That's the end of it. So, there are those of you who will be lucky to raise a family and you have no regret. But there are those of you who are going to have the same regret like me and many other people have right now. So pay attention to yourself. Take care of yourself and enjoy yourself. Thank God, even at my age, I'm still strong enough and independent enough to take care of myself. What would happen if I'm not strong enough to do that? What happens to me if I should actually die in that thing right now? The people I call my family will never know for months, except for those who are not family, who people I have known on a distance that call on me every freaking day, trying to check to see if I'm okay. These are the only people who will know that something will happen if I don't answer the phone. See, that is the irony of life. I experience it every day, and I cannot thank my God, no matter how how bad things can be, I am strong enough, independent enough to take care of myself. I can go and come. I can, cure myself when I'm sick and recover. Because even in the midst of illness, I see no one, I hear from no one. Even if these families are told, I have children, I'm not childless, they know I'm on the road. So you see, find someone that cares about you. They may not be your family, they are not related to you, they are not your blood, but they do care. If you know the people that calls me here every day to check on me, they are non-relatives. Ordinary people that I meet out of chance that, choose to always want to know. Hey, are you still where you are stranded down? Is there anything I can do to help? They may be very far away, but just a simple conversation they have with me can make my day. So I'm holding strong. My vehicle will be repaired in a few days and I'll be out of here on the road. So, my friends, never think you have a family because you are raising children. Never. It's not a guarantee. At least not in my own case. And I have heard the same thing from different families. So many people, I always thought maybe they did something wrong when they were raising their children. Maybe they didn't do it right. But I have come to realize no matter what you do, no matter how well you raise your children, no matter how much effort you put in, you never seem to do it right. And for those who appear to have done it right, congratulations. You're the lucky few. So, day 10. Actually, yes, this is the 10th day. My 10th day on the road. And there's a small grocery store down the road. I don't need grocery. I'm fully loaded. Every time I get out of town to travel, I make sure that my unit is fully loaded because I don't know what I'm going to come across on the road. And this is a fully furnished home with everything that I need to make me comfortable. So I load it with all the food. I have enough food here that probably will last me for another 2 more weeks. Assuming I just eat 3 times a day, but I eat morning and night, and that's enough. So I'm comfortable. Just waiting for my truck to be repaired. Can you imagine if I were to rely on anybody for support or to help me with my truck? Whatever you do, make sure you have insurance on your vehicle. Make sure you pay your health care expenses so that your health coverage is covered. If you run into any physical illness, you can go to the nearest hospital. Those are the 2 things you need. Health coverage, insurance on your vehicle. Make sure those are there constant because those are the only thing that will never fail you. So, day 10, I am still here. Sandstorm, windstorm, a dry little town with nothing to do here. That's about 100 miles from Las Vegas. See? When life is good and I'm enjoying myself, I try to pull in family members and share with them, but when things are down, you find no one. The irony of life. So my friends, enjoy yourself. When you are at it, especially in this part of the world. I don't know if it's only in this part of the world. I think it's happening everywhere now. You spend time raising a family, they grow up once they are doing their own thing. If one of my daughter's boyfriend was stranded on the road, she would be here within 24 hours. Actually, less than 10 hours. She will drive down here and check on him. Pick him up. Find out if he needs something. Yep, I guarantee you. So, did you ever think that when you're raising your children, you're raising it for somebody else? That is the reality. I don't think guys are better, because they are not. Even with guys, during holidays, he's going to drive off with his girlfriend to spend Thanksgiving at his girlfriend's family house while you are spending your time alone. So unless you have somebody of your own that is there for you, you got to cherish it. Because raising a family is not a guarantee of anything. Don't blame those women that take off from their house every day, leaving their children for a babysitter and enjoying herself all over town. You're blaming her for not sitting down and facing her children, or for not giving all her time to her children. No, she knows what she's doing. She's doing the right thing. Because the amount of support, effort, and life she's putting down for her children is not a guarantee that they'll be there when they grow up. So she better enjoy herself. You know? This is the Mad Greek Cafe behind me. I used to stop by here every time I'm going to Vegas. It's one of my favorite places. Myself and my ex used to enjoy the Spanish rice here. You know? Spanish rice. But now it's closed down, I think as a result of COVID. And they own this parking lot where I have been for the last 10 days, and nobody have come and say, hey, why are you here? One of the nicest things about human beings here. So anyway, as I was saying, when people tend to enjoy themselves, they provide for their children, but they don't put their life on the line just to make sure that the only life they have is just raising children. You have people saying, face your children, forget about relationship. Incidentally, some of those people that say that are holding on to theirs. Don't believe them. Enjoy your life, because what you're doing is for yourself. It's the only thing you ever have. As you age, you begin to realize you lose nothing. And we have to pray for good health, that our limbs and arms are strong enough to be independent at an old age to take care of yourself. Right now, at this stage, I expect nothing. I just have to make sure I keep myself in good shape, make sure I'm strong enough to always be able to take care of myself, and until I have a partner with whom I can share my life and guarantee that somebody will be there for me when I need them. But for family, forget it. If at this stage they can't even pick up a phone call and ask how are you doing on the road, forget it. No matter what you put in, is a waste of time. So folks, I'm just trying to head into the store to try to get some vegetables and fix something for myself early this morning. So, ciao. Talk to you later.